You take one step forward, just one. The ground feels normal, dry leaves, soft dirt, nothing unusual. Then suddenly a sharp, explosive pain shoots through your leg. You look down, and for a split second you see it, a shape you didn't notice before, a pattern that blends perfectly with the ground, eyes that were watching you the entire time, a venomous snake. And by the time your brain catches up to what just happened, the venom is already inside your body. Before we go further, subscribe to the channel, because what you're about to discover might save your life one day. Venomous snakes are not aggressive killers. They are something far more dangerous. They are perfectly adapted weapons of nature. They don't need to chase you. They don't need to roar or warn. They wait, silent, invisible, patient. And when the moment comes, they strike with terrifying precision. Most snake attacks happen not because snakes are hunting humans, but because humans never saw them. That's the real danger. You're not being hunted, you're walking into an ambush. A viper can remain completely motionless for hours. Its body mimics leaves, sand, and bark, whatever environment it lives in. Even experienced hunters miss them. Even professionals step dangerously close, because the snake doesn't move until the last possible second. And when it does, it happens faster than your eyes can track. A strike can take less than 0.3 seconds. That's faster than your brain can even process danger. By the time you react, it's already over. But the real horror begins after the bite, because venom is not just poison. It's a biological weapon, evolved over millions of years, and different snakes use different types of venom, each one designed to destroy your body in its own terrifying way. Neurotoxic venom. This is what many cobras and other deadly species use. At first, it feels almost harmless. You might feel slightly dizzy. Maybe your vision blurs. Your eyelids begin to feel heavy. Nothing dramatic, nothing urgent. And that's what makes it so deadly. Because while you think you're fine, your nervous system is shutting down. Your muscles stop responding. Your voice becomes weak. Your body slowly loses control. And then, you try to take a breath, but your lungs don't respond. You're awake, you're aware, but you cannot breathe. Then there's hemotoxic venom, used by vipers. This one doesn't wait. It attacks immediately. The pain is intense, burning, spreading through your body like fire under your skin. Your blood begins to break down. Your vessels start leaking. Internal bleeding begins. The area around the bite swells rapidly. Skin stretches, darkens, dies. Your body is literally being destroyed from the inside. And without rapid treatment, it becomes a race you cannot win. But here's something even more unsettling. Snakes don't always inject venom. They control it. Sometimes they bite as a warning, a dry bite. No venom, no immediate danger. But there's no way for you to know. Because if this time it wasn't dry, you may only have minutes. And this is what makes venomous snakes so terrifying. Not just their venom, but their unpredictability. You don't know where they are. You don't know when they will strike. And you don't know if the bite will kill you. Every year, millions of people around the world encounter venomous snakes. Many survive, but many don't. And most of those who are bitten all say the same thing: I didn't see it. Because snakes don't need to be seen. They don't need to be loud. They don't need to be fast all the time. They only need one moment, one mistake, one step. And in the next part, we're going deeper into the most dangerous, venomous snakes on Earth. The ones with venom so powerful, it can kill in minutes. And some of them don't just bite. They hunt in ways you would never expect. You think you'd have time to react, time to run, time to survive. But some snakes don't give you that luxury, because with them, it's not about minutes, it's about seconds. Somewhere in Australia, one of the most dangerous places on Earth for venomous wildlife, there lives a snake so deadly that a single bite can kill a human faster than emergency help can arrive. The inland taipan, also known as the fierce snake, And it earned that name for a reason. One drop of its venom is enough to kill over 100 grown adults. Let that sink in. One bite, and your body begins to shut down almost immediately. Its venom is a terrifying combination of neurotoxins and hemotoxins. It attacks your nervous system and your blood at the same time. Your muscles weaken. Your blood begins to clot uncontrollably. Your organs start to fail. Without treatment, death can occur in less than an hour. But here's the strange part. The inland taipan is not aggressive. It doesn't hunt humans. It avoids them. And yet, if you're unlucky enough to disturb it, you may never get a second chance. Now imagine something even more aggressive, the black mamba, Africa's shadow. This snake doesn't just strike once, it strikes again and again and again. Fast, precise, relentless. It can move at speeds up to 20 kilometers per hour, faster than a human can run over short distances. And when it attacks, it doesn't hesitate. Multiple bites, massive venom injection, total commitment. Its venom is almost entirely neurotoxic, which means once it enters your body, the clock starts ticking instantly. Within minutes, your vision blurs, your speech slurs, your muscles fail, then paralysis, and then respiratory failure. Without anti-venom, the mortality rate is nearly 100%. That's not a statistic, that's a death sentence. But speed and aggression are not the only ways snakes kill. Some rely on something far more terrifying: stealth and deception. Take the gaboon viper. It doesn't chase, it doesn't move much at all, it simply waits. Hidden perfectly among leaves, its body looks like part of the forest itself. You could step right next to it and never know until it decides to strike. And when it does, it delivers one of the most powerful bites of any snake in the world. Massive fangs, huge venom yield. This is not a warning bite. This is destruction. The venom causes extreme tissue damage, severe internal bleeding, rapid swelling and necrosis. The pain is overwhelming, and the damage, often irreversible. But perhaps the most terrifying snakes are not the biggest, not the fastest, not even the most aggressive. They are the ones you never notice, like the saw-scaled viper, small, highly irritable, responsible for more human deaths than almost any other snake. Why? Because it lives where people live, close to villages, close to homes, close to paths people walk every day. It doesn't need power, it has proximity, and that makes it deadly. But here's the truth no one talks about. The most dangerous snake is not always the most venomous. It's the one you're most likely to encounter, the one hiding where you least expect it, the one you never see coming. And in the next part, we're going deeper into what actually happens inside your body after a venomous bite, minute by minute. Because once venom enters your bloodstream, your survival depends on something most people completely misunderstand. The bite itself is just the beginning. A sharp pain, 2 small puncture marks, maybe a drop of blood. It doesn't look like much. But inside your body, everything has already changed because venom doesn't wait. It spreads fast. The moment a venomous snake injects its toxin into your bloodstream, a silent countdown begins. And the terrifying part? You might not feel it right away. That's how it tricks you. Let's break it down, minute by minute, first 30 seconds. The venom enters your tissue. It begins moving through your lymphatic system, a network most people never think about. Your body doesn't recognize it as something it can fight immediately. There's no alarm, no instant reaction, just quiet invasion. After 1 to 3 minutes, the first signals appear, a strange sensation around the bite, tingling, pressure, heat. If it's neurotoxic venom, you may feel lightheaded. If it's hemotoxic, the pain starts building, slowly, then rapidly. After 5 minutes use, now your body understands. Something is wrong. Your heart rate increases, your breathing changes, Your body tries to respond. But venom isn't like bacteria or viruses. It's engineered to bypass your defenses. Neurotoxic venom begins shutting down communication between your brain and muscles. It blocks signals, interrupts control. Your eyelids become heavy. Your speech starts to slow. You try to move normally, but something feels off. Hemotoxic venom takes a different path. It attacks your blood directly. Your cells begin to break apart. Your blood loses its ability to clot properly. Inside your body, microscopic damage is spreading, and you can't see any of it. Stomach, after 10 to 15 minutes. This is where things become critical. Neurotoxic effects intensify. Your muscles weaken. Your coordination disappears. Your breathing becomes shallow. Every breath feels harder than the last. At the same time, hemotoxic venom may cause visible changes. Swelling spreads from the bite. Your skin tightens. Pain becomes unbearable. The area darkens. Tissue begins to die. After 20 to 30 minutes, your body is now under full attack. If it's neurotoxic venom, you may no longer be able to speak clearly. Your vision fades. Your body becomes heavy, unresponsive. Your chest tightens. Breathing becomes a struggle. And then comes the most terrifying moment. You try to inhale, but nothing happens. Your lungs don't respond. You are conscious. You are aware. But your body is no longer under your control. If it's hemotoxic venom, internal bleeding may begin. Your organs are under stress. Blood pressure drops. The damage continues to spread beyond the bite. Your entire system starts collapsing. After 30 to 60 minutes. Without treatment, survival becomes unlikely. But here's something most people misunderstand. Venom doesn't always kill instantly. Sometimes, it's worse. Because you stay awake, you feel it happening, you experience the loss of control. Step by step, breath by breath. And unless anti-venom is administered in time, your body cannot recover on its own. But even more shocking is how often people make the wrong decisions after a bite. Panic, movement, delay, mistakes that turn a survivable situation into a fatal one. Because what you do in the first minutes after a bite can determine whether you live or not. In the next part, we're going to break down exactly what you should and should never do after a venomous snake bite, because some of the most common advice is completely wrong. It happens fast, too fast, one step, and suddenly pain. You look down, 2 puncture marks, and in that moment, your brain starts to panic. But here's the truth. What you do next can decide everything. Life or death. Before we continue, subscribe to the channel, because this is the kind of information you don't think you'll need until you do. First rule, do not panic. Easier said than done, but panic is your enemy, because panic makes you move. And movement spreads venom faster through your body. Your heart rate increases. Your blood flow accelerates. The venom travels quicker. That's exactly what you don't want. Second rule, stop moving. Immediately. Sit down. Lie down if possible. Keep the bitten limb completely still. This is critical because venom often spreads through the lymphatic system, not just blood, and muscle movement pumps it through your body. The more you move, the faster it spreads. Third rule, call for help. Immediately. Emergency services. Anyone nearby. Do not wait. Do not see how you feel, because symptoms can be delayed and then escalate suddenly. Time matters more than anything. Now listen carefully, because this is where most people make fatal mistakes. Do not try to suck the venom out. It doesn't work, and it wastes precious time. Do not cut the wound. You will only make things worse. More damage, more risk of infection, no benefit. Do not apply a tourniquet. This is one of the most dangerous myths. Cutting off blood flow can cause severe tissue damage, even lead to amputation. And it doesn't stop venom the way people think. Do not apply ice. Cold can worsen tissue damage and doesn't neutralize venom. So what should you do? Immobilize the limb. If possible, use a splint, like a broken bone. Keep it at heart level or slightly lower. Not raised, not dangling, stable. Remove anything tight, rings, watches, tight clothing, because swelling can become severe, and these items can cut off circulation. Try to remember the snake, but do not try to catch or kill it. Your safety comes first. Even a photo from a distance can help medical professionals identify the species, but only if it's safe. Stay as calm as possible. Slow your breathing, control your body, because every heartbeat spreads venom further. And here's something most people don't realize. In many cases, if you stay still and get help quickly, you can survive even a serious bite. But if you panic, run, make the wrong decisions, you dramatically reduce your chances. This is not about strength, not about bravery, it's about control. And one more critical point. Anti-venom is the only real treatment. Nothing else neutralizes venom effectively. Not herbs, not home remedies, not hacks from the internet, only medical treatment. And even then, timing matters. The sooner you get it, the higher your chance of survival. Because venom doesn't stop. It keeps working minute by minute. And in the final part, we're going to uncover the most shocking truth of all, why snakes are not your enemy, and why humans are actually the bigger threat. You were told to fear them, to avoid them, to kill them if you see them. Snakes, silent, cold, dangerous, and yes, they can be deadly. But here's the truth most people never hear. Snakes are not your enemy. Every year, thousands of people die from snake bites. That sounds terrifying. But now, hear this. Humans kill millions of snakes every single year, not for survival, not for protection, but out of fear. And that fear is based on misunderstanding. Snakes don't hunt humans. They don't track you. They don't chase you. You are not their prey. To a snake, you are something far bigger, louder, and more dangerous. Most of the time, they just want to be left alone. Almost every snake bite happens for one simple reason. The snake felt threatened, stepped on, cornered, disturbed. And in that moment, it reacts, not with hatred, but with instinct. Think about it, a creature with no legs, no voice, no way to warn you clearly. Its only defense is a single strike. And yet, despite their danger, snakes play one of the most important roles in nature. They control populations, rodents, pests, animals that spread disease. Without snakes, these populations explode. Crops fail, diseases spread faster, ecosystems collapse. In many parts of the world, snakes are the reason entire environments stay balanced. They are not just predators. They are regulators of life. And here's something even more fascinating. Their venom, the very thing we fear, is saving lives. Scientists are using snake venom to develop medicines, treatments for heart attacks, blood pressure, chronic pain, even research into cancer therapies. The same substance that can kill can also heal. So maybe the question is not, why are snakes so dangerous? But instead, why are we so afraid of them? Because fear makes us react. It makes us destroy what we don't understand. It makes us see monsters where there are none. Yes, venomous snakes are powerful. Yes, they are dangerous. And yes, you should respect that. But respect is not the same as fear. And fear is not the same as truth. The real danger is ignorance. Not knowing where they live, not knowing how they behave, not knowing what to do. Because once you understand them, something changes. They stop being monsters and start becoming one of the most fascinating, perfectly evolved creatures on Earth. So next time you think about snakes, remember this. They don't want to kill you. They just want to survive, just like you. And maybe that makes them a lot more like us than we ever expected.